Okay, so good evening. My name is Linda Schwerin. I'm the chair of the Lake Balboa NC Ad Hoc Budget Committee meeting. This is November 29th, 2022, and we would like to get this meeting started. So hopefully everyone has an agenda in front of them. I don't know if we have any other folks here. No, so far we do not. Okay, so if we review on the agenda, we all know who we are, so I'm glad we made it. And we'll call the meeting to order. It was 7:01, and what we're here for today is to review our current budget, a possible rollover, and a proposal for a revised budget. So I'm looking at my copy of your agenda, and apparently mine doesn't match yours. So Linda G., do we need to review all of the lobbyist, Brown Act, etc.?
You're on number 2, discussion of possible action to adopt the November 29, 2022 agenda.
Yes, and guess what? That doesn't match what I printed out, so I'm going to change mine.
Does anyone have any corrections or changes?
Okay, there being none, then
We need to take a vote.
yes, I move that we adopt the agenda for this meeting, November 20.
Bonnie seconds.
Danica? Are you there, Danica?
She is.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm near a whole bunch of wires, or like big electrical wires.
We're wanting to vote.
We're voting on approval of the agenda.
Yes, I approve the agenda.
Thank you.
Okay. Linda Gravani,
Yes.
Carol Newman.
Yes.
Oh, you're so nice. Linda Schwerin, that's me. Yes. Okay. And those are all that's present. So we have 4 yeses, 0 no's. We've accepted the agenda. Next item, which should be the discussion and possible action regarding the fiscal year 21-22 financial analysis and the rollover of funds into this year. Is that what you show on your agenda?
Correct.
Great. Oh, that being said, in August, our council was to have received the financial analysis and giving us a rollover amount that we would be able to apply to the new fiscal year, which is current, the 22-23 budget. Unfortunately, these reports have not been completed, at least up to this time, by NC Funding, and we have been advised that we can roll over our estimated amount, what we expect to receive from the end of June 2022, and we can roll that over as an estimate and put it into our budget. So in case the final analysis should differ from what we have now, and that would have been, I believe, on the that would have been on the June MER. Everyone had that. I will review that in a second. But if they should find reason that the amount that's listed as end of year on our June MER differs from the actual analysis, we will be advised and an adjustment could be made in the future. At this point in time, we're not concerned with that. Currently, our budget's $32,000. And what we had left over from end of the year 2021-22 was $9,287. If we add that to our current budget, that gives us $41,287. It's possible there may be a couple $100 that were held out and not processed until this fiscal year. So my proposal would be that we take an estimate of $9,000 and roll that over into our current budget, which would give us $41,000.
If that's a motion, I second it.
That's good. That's my motion. So my motion is that we take our estimated potential rollover of $9,000 and add it to our current budget. So Carol,
Okay, Linda Schwerin made the motion. Carol seconded. Discussion.
no discussion? Okay,
Let's take a vote.
let's take a vote. Linda Gravani,
Yes.
Danica Middleton. I see you there. Yes? Are you there, Danica?
She is.
You're muted, Danica.
Unmute Danica. She's trying. I'm reading lips.
There it is. I had a question.
Yes.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself during the whole discussion period. So now I thought we were almost out of money for the year.
Well, we
So
have 32,000 that's in our budget for the current year, but we
left-
never.
Still left to spend?
No, that's like now in this year. But last year that ended in June, we had
No,
$9,000.
I know, but since June, we've spent $4,000 on the, whoever's fund that is. Can you turn it off? Thank you.
Danica, let me clarify it. What Linda is trying to do is move the $9,000 over into our current fund. We're not talking about what we have currently, other than we started out with 32,000 and now we're going to add 9,000. So
Okay.
that's on the table for discussion. Anything that we've already spent is not on the table right now.
Got you. Okay, I approve. I agree.
Okay. All right, so it's a yes from Danica. Carol?
Yes.
Linda Schwerin, yes. 4 yeas, 0 no's. Passes. Okay. Well, this is going to be a fairly quick meeting, folks. I hope I can still walk across my kitchen floor without rain boots. Okay. Now that we've done that, the discussion that we've done is to take $9,000 and add it to our current budget of $32,000. So in this case, since we have already budgeted a certain amount of funds for this fiscal year, and everybody, I sent a copy of the current budget. Linda, do you have that? I don't know if you have it where you can see it or not.
I have it.
Pardon me?
Did you ask if I had it? Yes, I
I
have it.
asked if anybody had it to look at now. I know Danica's in the car and she doesn't. Okay,
I don't have it to screen share.
do you want to screen share it? I thought everyone would have it, but I can
That's
probably.
okay. I can look at it when I get home. I just haven't had a chance to look at it. That's all.
Okay, well,
No big deal.
here's what we have in the current budget at this time. We have $13,500 in office and operations. We have 10,000 for all outreach. $5,500 for election and any other expenses related. We have $3,000 for NPGs. 0 for community improvement. And that totals our $32,000. So rather than getting all involved, because we're going to have to revise this budget again when the analysis from the clerk is finished, I would make a suggestion, and then I'll see if we want to ask for a vote. Let's do this. I move that the $9,000 the estimated $9,000 to roll over into this year's budget be distributed as follows. Add $2,000 to office expense. Add $2,500 for operations. $2,000 for community improvement. And $2,500 for NPGs. And what that will do for us, which I did not have a chance to write down, I'll give it to you right now, is that would give us $15,500 in office operations. Wait a minute. Excuse me. I'm wondering if I made a mistake here. Did I just mention to you all $2,500 for outreach? I think I
No,
did.
you did not.
No.
Ah, you see, I made a mistake. All right, let me restate that then. That was my error. Okay, so I move that we add $2,000 to office expense, $2,500 to outreach, $2,000 to community improvement, $2,500 for NPGs, which is a total of $9,000. And let me do this quickly. Sorry, I had a sponge in my hand before we did this, so we already did that. I made a mistake here, I see. All right, let me fix that.
Is there a second?
Did you all have all 4 categories, and do you want me to repeat the totals for the proposed revised budget.
I had a question. Do we really need more money in the office expense since we don't have an office? I mean,
Well-
not trying to be flip. I'm just saying.
No, that's okay.
I mean,
Here's-
but we need to second it and then discuss, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll second so we can discuss.
Thank you, Danica. Okay, Linda Schwerin made the motion, Danica seconded.
I don't think we need any more in office supplies or office operations. We don't have an office.
Uh, So we're under discussion and I'll give you this updated information. We have additional monies for possible, why can't I say it? E-blasts under web host and maintenance. And we have an additional $45 this year that we've added for GoDaddy, which pays for our URL for lakebalboanc.org. Storage is raising our monthly rate.
Oh, I forgot about storage. Sorry about that.
Yes, and they are raising it to from 417 a month to 526 a month. Yeah, and that actually I got that waived. They were supposed to have done that in July. Linda?
I think we should put the majority in elections rather than NPGs and community improvement because we are having elections. In addition, we're also going to have a CD6 election. We need to let the community know that there's an election coming up for our voice with City Hall. I would like to see, and I have asked other neighborhood councils, presidents in CD6 if they would like to have a candidate forum, and I've received some responses, and I am going to bring that up during our Lake Balboa Neighborhood Council meeting. So I really think the majority of the funds should be going to election, whether it's our Lake Balboa election or CD6 election. And in addition, if we want to have vote by mail, we have to have money in the budget for vote by mail because city isn't paying for it.
Is there any other comment with regard to the election section? Because we are at 5,500. The most we have ever spent was 5,385, and I believe that was in 2019. So that would have been our last election. So my thought is if we need to increase the election from $5,500, we can. I don't know that we need to do it now since we're going to, do I understand correctly, Linda G, that we are going to have someone on the agenda for elections at our December 7th meeting?
Yes, you've asked that before. That is correct. So
Okay.
my proposal would be to make it $2,000 for the office expenditures. That would take care of any increases and anything that might come along the way. So that would be 15,500. And then I would put the remainder in election.
I don't think I agree with that. Does anybody else have any comments? I don't hear any comments. Okay, I do have a comment with,
I think, Danica, are you trying to raise your hand?
oh, she's having a problem. You're muted, Danica. And Linda's hand's still up. Oh, she says she knows. Maybe I don't want to read lips right now.
It's so weird. It's like my unmute button isn't working.
Okay, you're back.
Yes, yes. So now for the CD6 election to replace Nuri, correct? So Linda G, you're talking about us spending money to promote the election
To get the
for-
community involved, yes.
to get the community involved. Okay. Okay. I hear you, but we can't be partial to any candidate.
No,
I'm not sure that I agree we should.
no, definitely. We will not be partial to any candidate, but we need
Yeah.
to say, hey, this is our chance to get somebody, and we need to get somebody in front of you all. So where are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? Are we going to do mail outs? Are we going to do flyers? Are we going to do walking man? What are we going to do for our own election?
Yeah.
Our
I mean,
our election is in June for the neighborhood council and in April for CD6.
I agree. I think we need it in elections because none of us are going to want to go hoofing it from door to door.
Not me.
I
No.
know, exactly. So therefore, we're going to be EDD in it, every door direct in it, and that costs a lot of money.
That is correct.
All right, on another category that we have here, since we're considering it, under community improvement, at this point in time, we have 0. And I've noticed that our neighborhood watch project, for some reason, had been put into outreach within the last year or two. And I believe it should be put back in community. Oh, I just lost you?
Who'd you lose?
I lost everybody. Wait,
We're all here.
No, we're all here.
I'm back. I'm back. Wait a minute. Cancel leaving the webinar. Okay. Yeah, I just lost everybody. So the reason I mention that is for some reason, and it may have been before I became treasurer, that I found that the Neighborhood Watch Project was listed as outreach. And it should be community improvement. And we still have monies that have been approved, $2,000, I believe, this year, and in this fiscal year, and not a lot of that has been spent. So if we still
2,000 for what?
Neighborhood watch.
Neighborhood Watch projects for this fiscal year. So if Neighborhood Watch would like to move forward with anything else, and there are other expenses,
I'm not sure how that's community improvement.
well,
How
how
are
is
we
it?
improving the community? When we did the flowers, that would be community improvement. Putting up a sign would be community improvement.
That's what these are. Are you not putting up signs?
The neighborhood watch signs,
Yeah.
that was all part of outreach, in my opinion.
I agree. Outreach.
So you think that we should leave it as it is, and community improvements should stay at 0 at this point? Okay. Okay. And based on the fact that we are coming out of COVID and maybe going live, our outreach is currently $10,000, which is less than it's ever been. So, Linda G, are you suggesting that we put most of this $9,000 into elections, or only?
My recommendation is your recommendation of 2,500 into office is fine. All the rest should go into election.
I don't think I.
Sorry, it was 2,000. So it's 15,500. And then elections would be 7,000 more.
Do you not feel, folks, that outreach would be more than $10,000 for the whole year?
Well, the outreach is going to be election outreach.
No, elections are totally separate category.
Yeah, but that you will do outreach for elections, correct?
There's gonna be overlap between the two.
Yeah, so we'll have outreach for a lot of things, but if things are going to be printed and directly related to the election, they're under election. Everything else goes as outreach. So if we have any other projects that we want to, I'm not sure that 10,000 is enough. It can be changed.
We'll probably find out closer to June when,
Yeah,
but you know, June is when there's a new budget coming, so.
yeah, well, we don't want to wait until often do. And I am looking here, wait a minute.
Now I just want to remind everybody, Carol has a time limit here.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna
so-
wrap this, just a second. At this point, I'm gonna review what I have, and it doesn't include November. I'm sorry I couldn't put this on your screen, but it wasn't physically possible. We've already approved funds for the EP bin, which are gone. So that leaves us, so far, we have not spent that much in outreach. So that's good. Neighborhood Watch is,
4,000, yeah, but the $4,000 from the Jesse Owens Park, that's outreach, correct?
yes, it is. And that gets added onto this.
So
So-
then we're down 6,000, correct? Am
Right.
I right?
Right. So
From
that
where?
that leaves you about $4,000. Take outreach through the end of June. We all know that this can be revised.
So
But
what are the big plans? I don't know anyone that has any big plans or have discussed anything. So in my personal opinion, we're kind of at a standstill. We're not given authority that we can actually go meet. So what are we doing? We're just having our meetings and doing what? I mean, I don't see us doing a whole lot between now and June other than election stuff.
Okay. If we do shredding, that likely will be, or possibly will be part of elections, maybe not.
An
Okay.
election every door direct mailer with a shredding event on the backside, you know?
Well, and that's something for election and outreach committees, but yeah, that's an expense. Let me look here and see what else we would have. As far as promotional items, we're in good stead right now, but we might spend another couple thousand on that. And you're right, unless we have an event or events plural,
Would be for elections,
well,
trying to get candidates, trying to get people to vote.
my feeling that is since, oh shoot, wait just a second. Something popped up on my screen and you're almost gone. It wants to talk about the royal family. There we go. With regard, what did I just say to you? Because that just took you completely off my screen just for a second there.
We're talking about elections and towards the end of the year, really, what are we doing? What kind of an event are we going to have other than something for elections?
Oh, my thought was this. In the past, as socially media savvy as we are now, We are not using Nextdoor, and the comment that was made, I think, was it Danica about Every Door Direct,
Hmm.
a possibility. Um,
Also Walking Man. Everybody remembers the yellow newsletter. So we can use Walking Man, but that's
Well-
all under election.
Well, that would probably be something that would not reach all the people we want to reach because they don't do apartments, et cetera, and no one's priced it, but I would imagine one time is probably $3,000 or $4,000 nowadays. That's excluding whoever has done research on Every Door Direct, but that's something that we can work on. So,
Well, what we're trying to do is just have a bunch of money available. And since you're chair, Linda, of the election committee, you'll have a large budget to paper the community and say, hey, we need candidates and we need voters.
yes, I am the election chair so far. Okay.
So that's why I think the money should go there. And if we find in March that it doesn't work, we can reconvene and move money around.
Hmm.
I mean, this really shouldn't take too long to,
Okay, so what is the consensus then?
Don't we have to
So
vote
I
on the
would-
motion that we have in front of us and then we can consider?
Right. So we need to vote this motion down and then do another motion.
okay, so do you want to take a vote on the motion that was seconded before our discussion?
Hmm. Yes.
Yes, I do. So, Linda Gravani,
No.
Danica Middleton,
No.
okay, Carol Newman,
No,
it's fine with me. I will just say. I'll just say abstain because I don't really, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's 3 yeses, 1
Yes.
abstain,
we know.
0,
Noes, 1 abstain.
1 abstain. Oh, geez.
3 noes, 3 noes, 1 abstain.
Isn't that what I just said?
No, you said yeses.
Well, I beg your pardon. Let's repeat. 3 noes, 1 abstain. Motion fails.
Can we have a new motion?
Yeah, Gravani.
Yes.
Okay, I move that Lake Balboa Neighborhood Council add $2,000 to office operations and $7,000 to election-related expenses.
I
Second,
Okay, Gravani made the motion and it was a tie. Carol,
what is Danica? Danica second.
okay,
so
Danica seconded.
Danica seconds.
Okay, discussion?
Okay, so
Okay, let's take a vote.
I don't think I agree with this.
Then you can vote no.
Still in the discussion mode here, and I know we all want to get out of here, and that includes me. Okay. Based on what we have on the table here, 7,000 to election and 2,000 to office. That means that there can, at least between now and probably March, there can be no increase in NPGs. Everyone is aware of that, and that's acceptable, yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
My opinion is our job is to let the people know what's happening at City Hall. That's what we're here for, and I think that would be the best use of the money going to elections, both CD6 and the neighborhood council.
Well, let's take a vote then. So we've got Linda Gravani moved, Danica second, that we should revise our budget to add $2,000 to office and operations and $7,000 to the election category. We've had discussion, so let's take the vote. Linda,
You're in charge.
I'm asking.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so that's a yes. Danica,
Yes,
Carol,
Yes,
okay, and that will be me. So we have,
And your vote is?
and I vote is Linda Schwerin, yes. So that gives us 4 yes, 0 no's. Motion passes. Okay, do we have anyone else on the line with us? Oh, no, we do not. Okay, so that takes us pretty much through what we have listed on the. There are no public comments because there's no public.
Well, you still have to ask.
All right. Are there any?
Item number 6, public comments.
That's right. Are you attending? Not hearing any. I think we're good. I will say as a comment, those who can attend the Jesse Owens Park event is Saturday. So if you can come, please do. If it's raining, have an umbrella or stay home with Coco. And thank you for coming out tonight. Really, we appreciate it. So this will be on the agenda at the November 7th meeting, and we will discuss it and have a budget revision.
I think it's December 7th.
Didn't
December
I say
7th.
7th?
Yeah, you
December
said the
7th.
7th, but you said November.
Oh,
I think it'll be
December
December 7th.
7th. Okay, folks, thanks again, and
Meeting adjourned 7:39
adjourned
PM.
at 7:39 p.m. Thank you again. Good night.
Good
Good night.
night. Stop the recording, Linda.
I'm not action here. Linda G, I don't have the option to stop the recording. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, you do.
Where?
At the bottom of the screen.